Let me tell you the cold, hard truth. You're wasting your life. Every second you spend scrolling, liking, numbing yourself with distractions is another second you're running from the one thing that will actually change your life. Suffering, that's right. Suffering, the thing you avoid, the thing you fear, the thing you complain about. That's where the magic happens. That's where growth lives. You want success. You want power. You want to be unstoppable. Then stop hiding. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for someday. Someday doesn't exist. The only day that matters is today, and what you do right now. You think champions are made in comfort? You think legends are built while lying on the couch? No, they're forged in the fire of discipline, in the grind that breaks weak men and rebuilds warriors. You have a choice: keep scrolling, keep dreaming, keep pretending, or step into pain, embrace the sweat, the sacrifice, the struggle, because on the other side of that suffering, that's where you find the best version of you, the version you've been too scared to become, the version that doesn't beg for respect, it demands it. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop running? Are you ready to stop wishing and start working? Because the world doesn't care about your feelings. It only rewards those who are willing to pay by the price. And that price, it's paid in blood, in sweat, in tears. But let me tell you, it's worth it. Now get up, get moving, and for the first time in life, stop scrolling and start suffering. Let me hit you with the truth you've been running from. Nothing worth having comes easy, nothing. You want success, you want power, you want respect. Then you have to pay for it. And the currency isn't money, it's pain, it's struggle, it's sleepless nights, aching muscles, and the kind of effort that makes weak people quit. But here's the secret, that pain, that's where the magic happens. That's where you transform from average to unstoppable. Think about it. When was the last time you did something that truly scared you? When was the last time you pushed yourself to the limit? Felt your heart pounding, your body screaming, your mind begging you to stop? But you kept going anyway. If you can't remember, then you've been living in the comfort zone, the graveyard of dreams. Comfort is where ambition goes to die. It's where people rot, watching their potential waste away, one lazy day at a time. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. The world's greatest athletes, warriors, and champions didn't become legends by taking the easy road. They bled, they suffered, they embraced the pain because they knew the harder the fight, the sweeter the victory. You think a boxer becomes a champion by skipping training? You think a CEO builds an empire by sleeping in? No, they wake up when others are dreaming, they grind when others are complaining, they endure what others can't so they can achieve what others won't. And here's the brutal reality, if you're not willing to suffer, you don't deserve to win. The universe doesn't reward the lazy, it doesn't reward the entitled, it rewards those who earn it, those who refuse to back down. Those who get knocked down 10 times but stand up 11. You want to be great, then you have to be willing to hurt. You have to be willing to feel the burn, the doubt, the fear, and keep moving forward anyway. Look at your life right now. Are you coasting? Are you settling? Are you avoiding challenges because they're too hard? Then guess what? You're choosing weakness. You're choosing to stay small, because growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Every rep you skip, every opportunity you ignore, every time you take the easy way out, you're stealing from your future self. You're robbing yourself of the strength, the confidence, the unshakable belief that comes from overcoming the struggle. But here's the good news: you can change today. You can decide right now that you're done running from discomfort, that you're done letting fear control you, that you're ready to step into the fire and let it forge you into something stronger. Because pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher, it's your mentor, it's the chisel that shapes you into the best version of yourself. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember this: the pain you feel today is the strength you'll feel tomorrow. Every drop of sweat, every moment of doubt, every second of suffering is an investment in the person you're becoming. The question is, are you willing to pay the price, or will you stay weak, stay average, and watch as others pass you by? The choice is yours, but remember, no one ever changed their life by staying comfortable. No one ever became a champion without scars. No one ever grew without struggle. So stop fearing the pain. Stop avoiding the grind. Embrace it, own it, let it transform you, because on the other side of that suffering, that's where the real you is waiting, the stronger, bolder, unstoppable you. Now get out there and earn it. Let me tell you something you already know but refuse to accept. Every single day you have a choice. You can either face the grind head on, or you can run from it like a coward. But here's the brutal truth. The moment you turn away from the hard work is the moment you surrender your greatness. The world isn't divided into winners and losers by talent, by luck, or by destiny. It's divided by one simple thing: who is willing to walk through hell to get what they want, and who isn't. Look around you. How many people do you see settling for mediocrity? How many are stuck in jobs they hate, living lives they never wanted, drowning in regret because they were too weak to push through the hard days? Too many. And why? Because the grind scares them. It breaks them. It exposes their weakness, but not you. Not if you decide today that you're different, that you're the kind of person who doesn't run from the fight. You run toward it. Think about the things you want most in life. That dream body, that business, that unshakable confidence, that legacy, none of it comes from wishing. None of it comes from half-hearted effort. It comes from showing up when no one else will, from putting in the work when no one is watching, from pushing past the point where normal people quit. Greatness isn't found in comfort. It's found in the trenches, in the sweat, in the moments where every fiber of your being screams at you to stop. But you keep going anyway. You know what separates the elite from the average. The elite love the grind. They don't just tolerate it, they crave it, because they understand something most people never will. The grind is the price of admission. If you want to be extraordinary, you have to be willing to do what ordinary people won't. That means early mornings, that means late nights, that means sacrificing temporary pleasure for permanent success. That means embracing the suck while everyone else is looking for shortcuts. But here's the problem. Most people are addicted to comfort. They want the reward without the work, the victory without the battle, the respect without the struggle, and that's why they fail. That's why they stay stuck, because the universe doesn't reward delusion. It rewards action. It rewards those who are willing to bleed for their dreams. So ask yourself, what are you avoiding right now? What challenge are you backing away from because it's too hard? What goal are you delaying because you're scared of the effort it will take? That thing, that exact thing you're running from, is the very thing that will change your life if you face it. The obstacle is the way, the struggle is the path, the grind is the gateway to everything you've ever wanted. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to hurt. There will be days when you question yourself. Days when you feel like giving up. Days when the world feels like it's against you. But those days, those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that forge champions, because anyone can stay motivated when things are easy. But the real test is who keeps going when it's hard, who keeps fighting when no one believes in them, who refuses to let the grind break them. This is your wake-up call. Stop running. Stop making excuses. Stop pretending you can get what you want without paying the price. The grind isn't your enemy, it's your ally. It's the fire that burns away weakness, the pressure that creates diamonds, the struggle that builds unshakable strength. The only way out is through. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep hiding from the work? Keep pretending you can cheat the system? Keep hoping for a miracle? Or are you going to stand up, look the grind in the eye, and say, I'm not afraid of you. I'm coming for everything I deserve. The path to greatness isn't a secret. It's not complicated. It's simple. You have to be willing to go where others refuse to go, to do what others refuse to do, to endure what others refuse to endure, because on the other side of that grind, that's where legends are made. That's where you find out what you're truly made of. Now lace up your boots. The grind is waiting, and greatness is earned. Listen up, because this is the cold, hard truth you've been avoiding. Every excuse you make is another brick in the prison you're building around yourself. Every time you say, I can't. Every time you blame your circumstances. Every time you point fingers instead of looking in the mirror. You're locking yourself deeper into a cage of your own making. And here's the brutal reality. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to kick down the door and hand you freedom on a silver platter. If you want out, you have to break the walls yourself. Let's be real, you've made excuses before. I don't have enough time. I don't have the right connections. It's too hard. I'll start tomorrow. Sound familiar? Of course it does, because excuses are the language of the weak. They're the crutch of the mediocre. They're the lies we tell ourselves to avoid facing the truth. That we're scared of failure. Scared of judgment, scared of realizing we might actually have to work for what we want. But here's the thing, excuses don't protect you, they paralyze you. They keep you stuck in the same miserable cycle, day after day, year after year, until one day you wake up and realize your life has passed you by. And the worst part, it's your fault, not the economy. Not your parents, not your boss, you. Because while you were busy explaining why you couldn't, someone else out there was figuring out how they could. While you were complaining, they were working. While you were making excuses, they were making progress. Think about the people you admire, the ones who have achieved greatness. Do you think they got there by whining about how unfair life is? Do you think they sat around waiting for the perfect moment? Hell no. They had obstacles too, bigger ones than yours probably, but they didn't use them as excuses. They used them as fuel. They took full responsibility for their lives, and that's why they won. So let me ask you, what's your excuse today? What's the story you're telling yourself to justify why you're not where you want to be? Whatever it is, I'm calling bullshit. Because excuses are just fear in disguise. Fear of taking risks. Fear of looking stupid. Fear of realizing you're capable of more than you ever imagined. But guess what? Fear only has the power you give it. The moment you stop feeding it with excuses, it starts to starve. This is your intervention. Right now, you have a choice. Keep lying to yourself and stay trapped in your prison of excuses, or break free and finally take control of your life, because that's all it takes. One decision. One moment where you say enough, no more excuses, no more blaming, no more waiting. From this second forward, I own my life. It won't be easy. You'll want to fall back into old habits. You'll want to justify why you can't instead of figuring out how you can. But every time you feel that urge, remember this: every excuse you reject is a step closer to freedom. Every time you take responsibility instead of making excuses, you get stronger. Every time you choose action over explanation, you build the life you actually want. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your reasons. It only responds to action. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing the victim, keep building your prison one excuse at a time? Or are you going to smash through those walls and finally step into the life you were meant to live? The key is in your hands. The door is right in front of you. All you have to do is stop making excuses and start making progress. Let me tell you something that will change everything for you. The struggle isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Every time life knocks you down, every time you feel like you can't go on, every time the weight on your shoulders feels unbearable, that's not the universe punishing you, that's life preparing you. The struggle is where champions are made. It's where ordinary people transform into legends. And if you run from it, if you try to avoid it, if you spend your life chasing comfort instead of growth, you will never know what you're truly capable of. Think about the greatest moments of your life, the times you felt most alive, most proud, most unstoppable. Were they easy? No, they were hard. They required sacrifice. They demanded everything from you. That's because real growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the struggle. When you're pushing past your limits, when you're fighting through doubt, when you're refusing to quit even when every part of you wants to, that's when you become someone new. That's when you discover strength you didn't know you had. Right now, you might be facing something difficult. Maybe it's a goal that feels impossible. Maybe it's a setback that crushed you. Maybe it's a fear that's holding you back. And your instinct is to resist it, to wish it were easier, to complain that life isn't fair. But what if I told you that this struggle is the exact thing you need to become who you're meant to be? What if I told you that the pain you're feeling right now is the foundation of your future success? Look at any great athlete, any warrior, any entrepreneur who's built something from nothing. They didn't get there by luck. They got there because they embraced the struggle. They didn't just endure it, they leaned into it. They understood that every drop of sweat, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt was shaping them into someone stronger, someone tougher, someone who couldn't be stopped. And here's the truth: you are no different. You have that same fire inside you, that same ability to rise, that same potential for greatness, but it won't be unlocked in your comfort zone. It won't be unlocked while you're playing it safe. It will only be unlocked when you stop running from the fight and start charging straight into it. So the next time you face a challenge, don't shrink from it. Don't wish it away. Stand up and meet it head on, because that challenge, that's not there to break you. It's there to build you. Every obstacle is a test not of your talent, not of your luck, but of your will. How badly do you want it? How much are you willing to endure? How far are you willing to go? This is your moment. Right now, today, you have a choice to see the struggle as your enemy or your ally, to resent it or to embrace it, to let it break you or let it forge you into something unbreakable. The hard days, the setbacks, the battles, they aren't signs that you're failing. They're signs that you're growing, that you're evolving, that you're on the path to something greater than you've ever imagined. So stop fearing the struggle. Stop wishing for an easy life. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. A life without challenges never made a champion. The road to greatness is paved with hardship, but that's what makes it worth walking. Every scar, every failure, every moment you wanted to quit but didn't, those are the things that will make your victory so much sweeter. Now ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the struggle? Are you ready to stop running and start fighting? Because the person you're meant to become is waiting on the other side of that fight. Stronger, wiser, unstoppable. The struggle isn't your curse, it's your power. Now go claim it. Listen closely, because this is the wake-up call you've been avoiding your entire life. Nobody is coming, no knight in shining armor. No miracle, no lucky break that will suddenly make everything easy. The cold, hard truth: if you want your life to change, you have to change it. This is your story, your battle, and you are the only one who can fight it. Right now, you might be waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for someone to give you permission, waiting for the universe to magically align in your favor. Stop, just stop. Life doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who take action. Every second you spend hoping for rescue is a second wasted. Every day you delay is another day your dreams slip further away. You think success is handed out. You think greatness is gifted to the passive. No, it's seized by those who refuse to sit around and wait for their turn. Let's get brutally honest. You are not a victim. Your circumstances are not special. Your struggles are not unique. The only thing separating you from the people who have what you want is one simple fact: they stopped waiting and started fighting. They looked in the mirror and realized, if it's going to be, it's up to me. No excuses, no blaming, no fantasies about being saved. Just raw, relentless ownership of their destiny. Think about it. When was the last time someone else's effort changed your life? When was the last time someone else's sacrifice handed you your dreams? Never, because that's not how life works. The world doesn't care about your hopes. It only responds to your actions. You want a better body, you have to lift the weights. You want financial freedom, you have to build the business. You want respect, you have to earn it. There are no shortcuts, no saviors, just you and the choices you make every single day. And here's the beautiful part: that's your power. The fact that no one is coming to save you means you get to be the hero. You get to write the ending. You get to decide how hard you're willing to fight for the life you want. That's not a curse, it's freedom. Because when you truly understand that everything is on you, something shifts. No more waiting, no more wishing, just doing, just grinding, just refusing to lose. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? The perfect conditions, they don't exist. The right time, it's now. Someone's approval. You don't need it. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the version of you who still believes in fairy tales, the version that thinks help is coming, the version that hesitates instead of attacks. Kill that version, bury it, step into the truth. You are the only chance you've got, and that's all you need. Look at the people who inspire you, the ones who rose from nothing, the ones who defied the odds. What did they have that you don't? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They just realized one critical truth earlier than most. No one is coming, so they came for themselves. They fought for themselves. They saved themselves. And now they're untouchable. This is your moment of reckoning. The moment you stop looking for rescuers and start realizing you are the rescue. The moment you stop waiting for doors to open and start kicking them down. The moment you trade hope for hustle, excuses for execution, fear for fury, the clock is ticking. Every day you waste waiting is a day you'll never get back. So what's it going to be? Will you keep praying for a hero, or will you finally become one? The choice is yours, the power is yours, the fight is yours. Now get up, get moving, and go save yourself. Let's cut through the noise and get to the raw, unfiltered truth. Every single minute you spend mindlessly scrolling is a minute stolen from your future. Every swipe, every like, every empty hour lost in the digital void is another piece of your potential thrown away. And for what? A cheap dopamine hit, a temporary escape from reality. Wake up. You are trading your legacy for distraction. You are exchanging greatness for garbage, and the worst part, you know it. Deep down, you feel it. That gnawing guilt when you put your phone down, that voice whispering, you could be doing more. Listen to that voice. It's the last remnant of your ambition fighting to survive. Here's the brutal reality. Time is the only currency that matters. You can always make more money. You can always rebuild relationships. But time, once it's gone forever. And right now, you're flushing yours down the toilet for content that won't matter in a week, for opinions that don't serve you, for a virtual world that gives you nothing real in return. Meanwhile, your dreams gather dust, your body weakens, your mind dulls, and the person you could have been slips further away with every wasted hour. But there's another pain available to you, a better pain. A productive pain, the pain of discipline, the pain of hard work, the pain of showing up when you don't feel like it. That pain builds you, it forges discipline, it creates results, it leaves you stronger, sharper, more capable. You get to choose your pain, the pain of regret or the pain of growth. One destroys you slowly, the other transforms you completely. Think about the people who changed history, the innovators, the champions. The legends. Do you think they spent their lives glued to screens? Do you think they achieved immortality by consuming content instead of creating it? No. They embraced the suffering of effort. They chose the burn of the gym over the numbness of the couch. They picked the struggle of building something over the emptiness of watching others live. They understood a fundamental truth. Life rewards creators, not consumers. Right now, your phone is a battleground. Every notification is a test. Every scroll is a choice between weakness and strength. And every time you give in, you tell the world and yourself that you'd rather be entertained than extraordinary. Is that really who you are? Is that the story you want to tell at the end of your life? I had potential, but my potential was no match for TikTok. This isn't about deleting your apps or living like a monk. It's about reclaiming your attention. It's about realizing that every minute spent staring at a screen is a minute you could have spent leveling up your skills, building your body, growing your business, strengthening your relationships, creating something that outlives you. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is filled with two things: the time you waste and the effort you avoid. Close that gap, put the phone down, walk away from the endless scroll. The temporary discomfort of boredom will pass. The permanent regret of wasted potential won't. You weren't put on this earth to watch other people live. You were put here to make them watch you, to build, to conquer, to leave a mark so deep that time can't erase it. But that requires sacrifice. It demands that you trade empty entertainment for meaningful effort, that you choose the pain that makes you over the distraction that breaks you. The clock is ticking. The world needs what only you can create. But first you need to look up, to wake up, to stand up. Your legacy isn't in your feed, it's in your fight. Now go claim it. Let me tell you something that will change everything for you. The life you want exists just beyond what scares you the most. That dream, that goal, that version of yourself you fantasize about, it's not out of reach. It's just hidden behind a wall of fear, and here's the truth: fear doesn't go away by avoiding it. It only disappears when you charge straight through it. Right now, you're standing at the edge of your comfort zone. On one side, safety, familiarity, the known; on the other side, everything you've ever wanted, but between them, a raging fire of doubt, uncertainty, and that voice in your head screaming, "What if I fail?" Here's what you need to understand: that fire isn't there to burn you, it's there to refine you. The fear isn't a stop sign, it's the starting line of your transformation. Think about the last time you were truly terrified. Maybe it was asking for that promotion. Maybe it was starting that business. Maybe it was telling someone how you really feel. Remember how your heart pounded, how your palms sweat. That wasn't weakness. That was your body preparing for greatness. Fear is just growth in disguise. The more it terrifies you, the more it will change you, if you have the courage to face it. Let's be brutally honest: you've been letting fear win. You've been taking the safe route, the easy way, the path of least resistance. And where has that gotten you? Stuck, frustrated, watching other people live the life you want while you stay paralyzed by what ifs. Well, here's your wake-up call: the only way out is through. You want to level up, you have to walk through the fire. There are no shortcuts, no magic tricks, just one simple choice: face your fears or stay forever small. Look at anyone who's achieved anything worth having. The entrepreneurs, the athletes, the artists, what do they all have in common? They didn't wait until they weren't scared. They moved forward while they were scared. They understood the secret: courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. That speech that made them famous, they were terrified. That championship winning play, their knees were shaking. That business that changed their life, they nearly vomited from nerves when they started. But they did it anyway. Now look at your life. What are you avoiding because it feels too risky? What opportunity are you passing up because you're afraid to fail? What conversation are you not having because you're scared of the answer? That exact thing, that thing you're most afraid to do, is your golden ticket. Your fear is a compass pointing you toward your growth. The more something scares you, the more you probably need to do it. Here's the hard truth: you will never feel ready. There will never be a perfect moment. The fear won't magically disappear one day. You have to move before you're ready. You have to jump before you see the net. You have to bet on yourself before the world does. Because here's what happens on the other side of fear: you realize it was all an illusion. The monsters weren't as big as you thought. The fall wasn't as far as you imagined. And the version of you that emerges, stronger, braver, unrecognizable from the person who hesitated, this is your moment. Right now, today, you have a choice: let fear keep you small, or use it as fuel to become someone greater. The anxiety you feel isn't a warning, it's an invitation to level up, to break through, to discover what you're truly capable of. Every great story in history began with someone deciding their dreams were bigger than their doubts. So ask yourself, what's more painful: the temporary discomfort of facing your fears, or the lifelong regret of never knowing what could have been? The fire is right in front of you. It's time to step in. Let it burn away everything that's been holding you back. Let it forge you into someone new. Growth isn't found in safety, it's found in the leap, in the decision that today, right now, you stop running from what scares you and start chasing it instead. Because on the other side of that fear, that's where your future self is waiting, proud, powerful, unstoppable. The question isn't whether you're afraid, the question is, what will you do about it? The door is open. The path is clear, all that's missing is your courage to walk through. Take a deep breath, feel the fear, and then move forward anyway. This is how legends are made.